I'm Krishna. I'm having 10 years of industrial experience working for a global MNCs as a lead cloud engineer and database architect. Also, I'm having a 4 years of experience in a corporate training.
Hi everyone, welcome back to KSR Data Vision EdTech short technical videos. In this video, we are going to learn how to access a Snowflake cloud data warehouse from Virtual Studio. Okay, so we know that a lot of people are using Virtual Studio from a long years and they are so familiar with virtual virtual studios where they do a kind of Python programming or a Spark programming or any kind of different programming or accessing a different types of databases and many other connectors or plugins has been available in a data studio, Visual Studio, right? So in a similar fashion, we have a facility now to access the Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse also in this Visual Studio. Okay, so we have a driver called as the Snowflake drivers. It's been available in a Visual Studio. So you can able to set up your account on your own Visual Studio and it becomes like a one place where you can able to write your programs. If you have anything Python or something, if you want to write it, you can access your Visual Studio for that. Or if you want to do any kind of DB activities also, kind of like a Snowflake, you want to run some stored procedures or you want to see some data analysis you want to do. So you don't want to switch between a different user interfaces so that you can use as a one tool or a one view of all the tools or the databases. You can have it at a one place. Okay, so today what we will do is we will see how can we able to connect to Snowflake from a Visual Studio and what are the steps are involved in this accessing the Snowflake. Okay, so I'll walk through that and I'll show you how you need to connect. Okay, so to do this one, so what I have is I have my own trial account been created. Okay, so I have opened my trial account and I have opened my Visual Studio also. Okay, so in this Visual Studio, you can go to this marketplace extensions. In this, you can see a Snowflake extension. So you can type a Snowflake. Okay, you can see the extension called as a Snowflake. Okay, so we can download this extension. So I have already downloaded. You can see here it has been popping up. So once you installed it, you can see that particular symbol of Snowflake appearing on the left hand side of your Visual Studio. Okay, so for me already downloaded. So all you need to do is go into Snowflake, search on Snowflake and select this one and install it. Okay, so once you got this window on your Visual Studio, how we are going to connect it? Okay, so here it is asking a few details called as an add your account, either an account name or an URL. Okay, so how you want to connect it? Either you want to connect it via SSO or you want to connect providing username and password. So any other authentication you want to do it. Okay, or you can do an authentication using a NoSQL config file as well. Okay, NoSQL config file, you will be seeing this video in the upcoming videos. You will be seeing how can we connect using the Snowflake SQL. Okay, in this short video we will see how can we authenticate using our account information and the credentials, where we can able to get this account information. So you can go back to your Snowflake account. So if you are into a classic console, you will be seeing on the top, you will be getting your account information. If you are into a Snow site like this interface, you will be seeing at the bottom your account information. Okay, so I'm dropping down here. You see this is the current active account for me. So I'm selecting this, copying this account information. Once you click this one, you can go back to your Visual Studio and in place of an account name, provide that information. Okay, if you see some accounts will have a dot here. Okay, and some accounts will have a hyphen. So always given hyphen, dot will not work, given hyphen. Okay, now I'm going with an authentication of a providing my credentials. So I'm using this one, not a NoSQL. This we will see in the next video. Okay, so I'm clicking continue. Okay, so now here you have a different authentication methods. One is a username and password you can create. So our single sign on SSO you can able to create, and key pair also you can able to do it. Okay, if you do single sign on, you have to do with your system settings and all. You have to go with a single sign on. Okay, for now we'll go with the username and password. Okay, my username is, this is my account, this is my username. So I'm copying my username. Okay, I'm giving my username here and I'm providing my password. Okay, once you provide your password, so you can try to sign in. Okay, so see it successfully signed in for us. So I could able to get into my environment. So think that if I am doing some programming also, okay, think that I am running some Python programming. You have a Python plugin also here and you want to run some Python as well. Okay, so you can do all your Python programming here. If you want to do any DB activities, you can come here and you can do your DB activities. So you can perform everything on a single UI instead of switching like this, right? So it's unnecessary. You have to switch it. Okay, and in some companies, what will happen is they will not give an access directly to your Snowflake accounts. In that cases, what they do is they will tell you saying that you can have these connections created on Visual Studio and you can able to access it, right? So now I can see my connection is successful. Okay, you have an option of changing the roles over here. Okay, you can select whatever the roles you needed. You can select whatever the database you needed to as it make it as a default, and you can check it whatever the schema you want to do it. So example, now I'll say I have selected KSR data vision as my schema. Okay, so database, inside this database, whatever the schema you want it. I have 3 schemas, so you can select whatever the schema you want. Okay, and then you can start writing your queries. Okay, so you see here databases is available. So inside databases you have this information as well, so you can able to query whatever the information you need it. Okay, you can write the queries and you can see the data also. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we will create a file, Snowflake SQL file. Inside this I want to run select. Okay, start from. Okay, and then what we need it, KSR. Okay, data vision. Okay, data vision dot, which schema you need it. Let's take it as a information schema only. Dot, inside this I want to know the columns of the tables if any is available. Okay, now I can run this. Okay, so I can run this. So you see it is running for me. Okay, and we can see the results like this. Okay, if you want to do any other analytics like writing a stored procedure, user defined functions, anything, whatever you can do it on your Snowflake UI, you can do it over here. Okay, you don't need to switch between the multiple environments. Okay, so now we would able to connect to Visual Studio also, right? So that's a very quick short video information. Okay, so in case, okay, I hope this video provided a little information that how can we able to access a Snowflake, right? And performing any data actions what we can able to perform on a Snowflake also, right? So if this has been useful, I would request you stay tuned to this space, okay, for more insightable videos like this. So we will be doing on a Python, Snowflake, and a different technologies. Okay. If you need any information on a trainings or any coachings or technical stuff, okay, kindly contact us on this address what you're seeing on a screen, and we are happy to help you guys. Okay. Thank you so